Back on our show this Thursday with Danielle Yerby. She works full-time at the Chamber of Commerce. She also runs a farm out in Colfax full-time. Because of that, named the Young Farm Woman of the Year by Farm Bureau this past weekend. Quite an honor. Congratulations.
It was. It was very unexpected, but definitely something I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
So tell us about the award.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation every year gives out Young Farmers and Ranchers Awards. Young Farmers and Ranchers is actually an organization within Farm Bureau, and they give out 3 awards. One of them is the Outstanding Young Farm Woman. Last year I was nominated and a finalist for it. This year, the same thing, still just as surprised, and even more so surprised when my name was called.
You're the communications director for the Chamber of Commerce, so you work full time, but then you go home and tell us what you do when you get home and then on weekends.
Oh goodness, as soon as we get home in the evenings, it's definitely a job that's, it's a job that entails a lot more than what people see, because we have a full-time office that runs our farm. We have bills that need to be paid, calls that need to be returned, emails to return, faxes and whatnot. All of that sits there and waits for me when I get home.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get home, you know, start supper, take care of our little girl, and jump straight into the office, grab a laptop and try to get some work done.
Describe your farm for us. Cattle, I heard you mention.
Yes, we do cattle, grain crops, corn, soybeans, and we help run my husband's family's pecan operation.
So it's a big operation.
It's a year-round farming. I know some people farm just sugarcane, so you have just that one spin of the year, but between everything, it is a year-long, full-time.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. It is definitely not something you can leave at the office.
Yeah.
It's with you all the time.
You essentially have 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Plus you're raising one girl.
A 2-year-old little angel.
Yeah.
And she dons high heels too. So
I do
a farm woman with high heels on. Yeah.
Don't let looks
deceive you.
Deceive you.
Yes, yes. Tell us more about how many the different. You know, we've had so much rain this year.
That's right.
How has that affected your
It's a
farm and your
volatile
family's
business.
farm?
And it's not just us.
Very
It's all it's farming across the state,
Yeah.
especially here in Central Louisiana. We've had so much rain, and then we've had the backwater flooding from the Red River, and it essentially pushed all of our planting season back to where some areas weren't able to plant. You had to preventively. So our entire growing season is pushed back, essentially.
What about the recent flooding? Were you affected by that?
We did have some backwater flooding from some of the bayous coming off the Red River. We had some places that had water sitting on it so long that we had a wheat crop that we couldn't harvest.
Danielle, I think we have a picture of you actually receiving the award. There we go. What was your feeling, your reaction at that moment?
At that moment, it was still very surreal.
You were shocked,
I was shocked.
Yeah.
You know, and all these, Farm Bureau is a family. So there wasn't anyone on the stage that I didn't already know. Melissa standing to my right, and Mr. Ronnie Anderson there, our state president. I mean, those are people I knew that were welcoming on stage, but it was still very surreal that, oh wow, I'm getting this honor for all of the hard work.
Right. Chamber of Commerce, you're busy with that. What's going on with the Chamber right now?
We've got a couple of events coming up next week. Next Thursday, we have a ribbon cutting going on at Modern Style Exchange, which is a previously enjoyed clothing store. Then the next day, we have another ribbon cutting at Direct Insurance. We have a business after hours on the 14th at Tiger Lanes. We have a lot of things on our calendar, and please, if anybody's interested, please check your emails, because we're sending out things every day for invitations for events. Go to our website at sinlawchamber.org. It's constantly updated.
So your family, your mom and dad, or your family were farmers prior to you marrying into a farming family?
Actually, no. My grandfather was a dairy farmer in South Louisiana.
Okay.
So, and I grew up in rural South Louisiana in a rice, soybean, crawfish community. Was always involved in agriculture. Human resources education is was my major in college. That's actually in the College of Agriculture at LSU.
Yes.
So I've always been involved, but until you marry into it, you have no idea what you're getting
What it's
into.
like
Right,
and
right.
the
No idea.
day-to-day experience.
And
all
now
that.
that you're a mother and a mother of daughter, you're raising a future farmer
I
of
am.
America.
I really do hope so. If she comes to us one day and says, "Mom, I think I want to run cattle." Well, that's great, darling. We're going to go to college first, but I will always encourage her to please be an advocate for agriculture. And I guess that's what this award meant so much to me, because I was the only nominee that was, or the only finalist that had an off-farm job, a 40-hour-a-week off-farm job.
Yeah.
So it just proves that you don't have to be on the farm full-time to be a full-time advocate for agriculture.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So
Danielle,
well said.
Thank y'all
thanks for
so much
coming.
for having me.
Congratulations, too.
Thank you.
Get some sleep.
I'll try.
More to come. We're going to tell you about a Foodapalooza event when we return.